Hey, guys, how you doing? I want to read you something. I'm coming from, for all you Christians, it's King James Bible, but I want to talk about this. King James Bible, Ephesians chapter 5, and it says this, and I'm going to cross-reference it a lot of things. It says, "Husbands, love your wives even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it," or her. The church is her, and so on and so forth. In context, what does this mean? All guys have this position within themselves that when he finds a woman and he makes her the wife, in him, inside of him, is that ability to die for her. In other words, to die like Jesus or Christ did for the church. In context, we call it the agape position. So in context, scripture says that a man, when he should love the wife as Christ loved the church, and as Christ died for the church, a man should love the woman. But let's continue on. That he might sacrifice and cleanse it or her with the washings of the water by the word, meaning to be wise, to help her grow, that he might present it or her to himself a glorious church or wife, not having spot or wrinkle or any such things, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that love his wife, love himself. Okay, today's topic is a very deep topic, a very concerning topic, a topic that all guys who have, let's say, money, where we are successful. And in our success, it is extremely hard to find the right type of woman. Okay, let me just say this also. I'm not saying this for a personal reason. No, I'm saying this because my brother Lopez, he asked me to talk about this. He knows some people, we know some people who have, for lack of better wording, success in their lives. And because they're success, they're finding it difficult to find a good woman, if you will. A woman versus a trophy woman or a gold digging or gold digger. How do I know what's the difference? And when I say I'm not necessarily meaning me. I'm talking about guys who are successful in life. How do we know? How do I know the difference between a trophy woman or a gold digger and a good woman? The reason I read scripture is to get an understanding about first the character of the guy. The guy has to have a character of, let's say, good, holiness almost, Christian, or that kind of thing. It doesn't matter if we're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist. That doesn't matter. It's just the idea that the man's position, he is supposed to be of one of caring and loving. He is also one of a teacher, to take this soul called woman and his wife and teach her the word and to present her without blemish, and so on and so forth. That is the man's position, is to take a woman and grow her, mature her, and present her blemish, holy. But in context, it's kind of hard to find the right type of woman to do that to, especially if a guy has money. Because women know in a guy, if the guy is right with the right motive, he wants to take care of his wife. What guy doesn't want to take care of his wife? But to get to that position from introduction to marriage, and from marriage locked down into it, it's got a bad rap because of gold diggers and trophy women. So let me say it in this context. From the scripture, it is a point of view of a man, meaning the scripture says this is what a man's character is supposed to be. He's supposed to be a good character. He's supposed to be a good teacher. He's the one that's supposed to present her blemish, meaning almost damn near perfect. Because at the end of the day, she is a child of God or Allah, or she is beautiful. She is charming. She is supposed to be a wife. And in doing so, the man's position is to take care of her. But when does it change? Well, it starts with the man. See, a man needs to understand before he even touches a woman, he needs to understand that his motive behind the woman needs to be first of a good character, of a good motive. Ladies, if your guy doesn't have a good character, a good motive, use the hell out of him. Take all his money. Okay. But if your guy has a good character, a good motive, and he's genuinely trying to help you, don't use him. Let him take responsibility over you. So I want to go into characteristics of a trophy woman and a gold digger. And I want to give you some past images, but still images of understanding that. So in understanding the trophy woman gold digger, what they're looking for, by all lack of purposes, I'm not trying to get technical in this, but what they're looking for is weak guys. Weak guys meaning they're not there to take care of them for the sole purpose of a goodness. They're looking for the guy to take care of them for their own self. So let me get the phone. Let me go back into the board and let's share this right quick. I'm going to put this down here. All right. Hello, everyone. True. Good. How you doing? I'm just waving back to everybody. How you doing, guys? All right. So what I just read was Ephesians 5:25-28 out of the King James. Trophy woman and gold digger. This is a common word. If you just Google gold digger, you see all kinds of stuff out there. I just pulled this off of the internet and so here's some of the characteristics. Her lifestyle. We'll talk about this more in detail in a second. Her lifestyle, her image. She's more caring about her image. She's very demanding, or she's deceptive and seductive at the same time, and she spends money and not time. So if you had to look at these images right here, which one would you think is a gold digger? You will automatically say that. I know we all will say that. That's fine. Could she be a gold digger? Oh, could she be a gold digger? Could she be a gold digger? Absolutely. Let's go back. This is the difficulties of guys who are single and successful. It is very hard for us to distinguish you ladies who are single from wanting us for who we are, successful. Our nature, by nature, we want to take care of our woman. But sometimes these ladies called trophy women or gold diggers, they manipulate the system and they manipulate the guy. But I'm here to help some guys like Lopez's friends out there. And look, we're all there, right, guys? Right? Successful. We work hard. We do our thing. We sacrifice. How do we know, right? How do we know? Well, let's look at some of the characteristics first of a gold digger trophy woman. Her lifestyle. Contrary to belief, if I had to pick one of these women, I would have to look at their lifestyle. If they are successful, 9 out of 10 times, she's not a gold digger. If she has a degree and she's trying to work towards something, if she has goals in life, if she has all of those things, then no, 9 out of 10 times, she's not a gold digger. Would she need help? Yes, but scripture, we read scripture. We're supposed to help them. The other one, lifestyle. So if their lifestyle is one of them grinding, if they're good, if they're trying to achieve something in life, Our responsibility as men is to go ahead and help them as much as we can without being too demanding, of course, but still help them until they become our wives. And then once they're our wives, we're then to shower them, not before. Please don't do that. Not before. Once they become the wife, then you can shower them, not before. Her lifestyle. If she's a woman of opportunity, I hate using a trophy and gold digger. That's just so. Let's call it a woman of opportunity. If you have a woman of opportunity, her lifestyle would dictate that. She's looking for someone to help her in the opportunity for herself, not for the relationship. Now, what about her image? Her image is another word that we use, seductive. In all of the pictures right here, we can say who is seductive and who is not seductive, who is beautiful and sexy, seductive is sexual, sexy, and who is not. Any woman who's trying to look seductive, her image, she's focused on her image of seductiveness, then you should automatically know she's out for the higher pay. She's whoever's got the most. 9 out of 10, she'll go to that, right? If she goes to the club, guys, and she hanging out with her girlfriends, and they all look like the image of, well, let's face it, they have the image of a prostitute. If you can take a picture of her and go on Google and see the same clothing, the same style, the same image, then she's a woman of opportunity. Demanding is number 3. I put there. Demanding. She is demanding. She wants to be in control of us, guys. She's telling us what she wants instead of asking us what we should do as a collective, as a couple. She's demanding. And if you find a woman a little too demanding, I mean, I like an independent woman. No, that's not a secret. But in her independence, she's not demanding. She should be complimenting. Yeah, she's complimenting, not demanding. So if she's a demanding type girl, lady, I should say, guys, we should know that's who she is. Falls in the characteristics of an opportunist woman. She's deceptive, and seduction. Those two go together. Seductive and deception really do go together because, I'll give you an example. If I walk into a room and I see my woman on the phone, and then as soon as she sees me, she turns the phone off, that is a characteristics of deception. If she goes somewhere and I'm trying to call her and she doesn't answer, and then when she does answer, she's giving you an excuse, that is a form of deception. Now, am I saying what she's doing is wrong? No, I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is her characteristic is of a deceptive nature. And if she's deceiving you now, what happens when she gets an opportunity later? She's going to be deceptive to you. If she's seductive now, she's telling you at the end of the day, body language and other means. Seductive, she's basically saying, I'm with you, but I'm waiting for the right opportunity. I'm still for sale, if you will, for lack of better wording. Here's the number 5, and this is one I get in a lot of counselings. This is not just guys and girls, guys, but also girls in the context, because a gold digger is not necessarily the woman that I may or may not be with, right? I'm not saying that. What I am saying is there are women out there who is taking good men and taking them away from good women, right? Those type of women love to spend their money, but don't give them time. A good woman, good opportunist woman, type woman, she doesn't ask for money, right? She's an opportunist. She would just go along with the flow, but she would not spend time. Now, in context, if you hear a couple of things out there, guys, and you find your lady or a soon-to-be lady or whatever, and you hear a couple of characteristics out of that, let me just caution you. Those are called what we call red flags. There's something to be cautious about. So her lifestyle is one. Don't just take her lifestyle. You got to put that together. It's like body language, for example. You can't just say, I'm mad. I can be just cold. But if you put all that together, that I'm mad, right? And I'm mad, and my face is frowning, you can come to a conclusion. And likewise, guys, her lifestyle, maybe her image. I like a woman who likes to look good. So it's hard for me to say her lifestyle or her image because I don't mind. But if she's demanding, if she's deceptive, meaning she's trickery kind of thing, sneaky kind of thing, if she does a little seductive stuff, and you find that she really doesn't want to spend too much time with you, I'm not saying she is. All I'm saying is those are some major red flags. Be mindful. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, what are the characteristics of what I just read from the scripture? The characteristics of the woman that I read from the scripture is one who knows where she is, knows she needs help, and does not mind a man to help her. At the same time, she's helping herself. At the same time, she's working with him to please him. At the same time, he's pleasing her. And at the same time, they're growing together. They're doing it together. They're growing together. They're on the same time. They're on the same speed. They're on the same everything. Okay. If you find that type of woman, help her out. And give you some secrets of reality in TV business or movie business. Cinderella, for example. Cinderella didn't have an education. She didn't even have property. She didn't own anything. She was in rags. She was the lowest one out of the family. And the prince saw her, not just her beauty. Yes, he saw the beauty of who she was externally, but he also saw the beauty internally. And guys, when you can see that in a woman, that could be a quality woman. Now, take that woman like a Cinderella, for example. She has the external beauty as well as an internal beauty, and she's willing to, let's say, bow to the prince, and he's willing to work with her, and she doesn't have any of these other characteristics, I would say take a chance. It's hard to say which is what. But guys, not everyone is going to be at our level. I have hardly in my life, once I've gotten to a certain level in life, very rarely have I found a woman at my level who is, let me back that up, who is single, right? Okay. Very rarely. So in context, I know that I have to go with the flow of life and go where the women may or may not come, right? So as a man, and I've been in this business a long time, meaning I've been searching for the right one for a long time, and I've been patient because I know what it means to have money, because I got money. I know what it means to have money and to be married and to get a divorce, and at the end of the day, they divorced you and then married the same guy that they divorced you with. It's not a good feeling to be had by a gold digger. So that was my experience in my life. So I'm not saying this out of despite. I'm saying this as a lesson learned. A woman, for me, I don't mind her lifestyle. She can be a Cinderella. I don't mind her image, but she has to be beautiful. She just has to want to take care of herself. If she's demanding and not willing to submit to the idea of us, no. If she's deceptive or seductive too much for my likeness, no. If she likes to spend money but don't spend time, no. But if she's like a Cinderella wants to spend time with me, but needs opportunity to spend time. She's embarrassed, but she wants to grow from where she is. If she has an external beauty as well as an internal beauty, if she's willing to work with me so we can both do our jobs and we grow together. That, in Proverbs 31 says, is a virtuous woman. Her worth is far more than rubies and gold. So for all you guys, I hope this helps out a little bit. It's kind of hard. Try to keep it very broad to give you some understanding. If you're out there player, don't anticipate other than getting the dope gold digger and trophy woman. You're not going to find a good woman, because what woman wants to be with a player, right? So stop, guys. If you're not one of those player guys and you're just simply hanging out, keeping low, protecting yourself, by all means, take your time, start dating, start looking, start asking, but what we're looking for are women who is beautiful outside and beautiful inside. Some of the women who are beautiful outside and inside may not have may not be demanding, deceptive, or seductive, or spending your money and don't care about your money because they got money or a job. But they don't want to spend time with you. For what reason, right? If you have that, more likely she'll be a Cinderella type position. Take a chance. We do have a responsibility scripturally to take her for where she is and present her without spots and wrinkle. Our job as a man is to present her. So yes, we want a good woman to be a Cinderella with all of the beautiful dress and jewelry and stuff. We want that for our women. But we're trying to find the woman who has a good heart. It is hard. Society is tricking the ladies, thinking sex and looking like a prostitute is the way to go. It's not. Anyway, so I hope that helps, guys. Angel, let me know what you think. Anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know after, or offline, I should say. And then let's just continue on from there. It's Dr. Bagley. Until next time, guys, have a great evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.